Hello and welcome to Bluehelm Space News Brief. Did you know that NASA's Perseverance rover and the first Mars helicopter, Ingenuity, were both named by students? Quote, Perseverance and Ingenuity represent qualities that humans need to explore space, unquote, according to NASA's Twitter. And I present to you today's top headlines. We have liftoff. NASA's most sophisticated Mars rover yet is on its way to the Red Planet after a successful launch this morning. A United Launch Alliance Atlas V rocket lifted off from Space Launch Complex 41 at Cape Canaveral Air Force Station at 7:50 a.m. Eastern Time this morning. I hope you watched it. The liftoff took place on schedule with no issues reported during the countdown. The only hiccup was a minor earthquake felt at JPL Laboratory in Pasadena, the control center for the mission, shortly before liftoff. The good thing is, the quake didn't affect center operations. The Mars 2020 spacecraft separated from the rocket's Centaur upper stage 57 minutes after liftoff, and 5 minutes after a second burn of the Centaur that placed the spacecraft on a trajectory towards Mars. So I have an update as of 3 hours ago. It's currently 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Mars 2020, the spaceship carrying NASA's new rover, Perseverance, to the Red Planet, is experiencing technical difficulties and is running on essential systems only, the agency said Thursday. When a vessel enters safe mode, it shuts down all but essential systems until it receives new commands from mission control. Quote, right now, the Mars 2020 mission is completing a full health assessment on the spacecraft and is working to return the spacecraft to a nominal configuration for its journey to Mars, unquote. Matt Wallace, the mission's deputy project manager, said that the fact that the spaceship had entered into safe mode was not overly concerning. Quote, that's perfectly fine. The spacecraft is happy there, unquote, he said. Quote, the team is looking through that telemetry. They're going to look through the rest of the spacecraft's health. So far, everything I've seen looks good, so we'll know more in a little bit, unquote. China's Chang'e 4 moon lander and rover have concluded their science tasks for the 20th lunar day on the far side of the moon. Both the mission's lander and the Yutu-2 rover resumed their activities on July 14th following sunrise over the location in the Von Karman crater on the far side of the moon. The lander powered down July 26 at 10:20 p.m., with the Yutu-2 have already gone down 10 hours before at 12:34. The solar-powered lander and the Yutu-2 will wake up between 24 and 48 hours after local sunrise on August 11th to begin Lunar Day 21. A tropical storm expected to form and head towards Florida is not deterring NASA and SpaceX from preparing to bring the Demo 2 crew back to Earth on Sunday. It will splash down on either the Atlantic or Gulf coasts of the state. The track of the storm, to be named Isaias, could threaten all 7 potential Demo 2 splashdown sites. Nonetheless, NASA and SpaceX completed the Return to Earth Flight Readiness Review, or FRR, yesterday and decided to proceed with plans for the crew, Bob Behnken and Doug Hurley, to unlock from the International Space Station Saturday evening, with splashdown at 2:42 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Sunday at one of those sites. Space News Brief is brought to you by Future Shredding. They specialize in contactless on-site shredding based in Southern California. Whether you're looking for one-time shredding or a customized pickup schedule, Future Shredding would be happy to help you figure that out. They service commercial and residential, so anyone that's home because of COVID, they will gladly come to your house as well. So visit their website at www.futureshredding.com or give them a call at 562-426-0557. Again, that's 562-426-0557. Top headlines for law and policy. The U.S. Federal Communications Commission on July 30th approved Amazon's request to operate a constellation of roughly 3,200 internet satellites in low Earth orbit. The FCC said Amazon has until July 30th, 2026 to launch at least 50% of its satellites in order to maintain its authorization, and until July 30th, 2029 to orbit the full constellation. Amazon has not outlined a launch plan for Kuiper yet and told the FCC its constellation is still being designed. The company says it anticipates launching Kuiper satellites in 5 waves and starting service once the first, compromised of 578 satellites, is in orbit. Amazon's Ka-band system is, quote, designed to increase the availability of high-speed broadband service to consumers, government, and businesses, unquote, the FCC said. Yes, I feel your judgment, but just because I only have one big story for law and policy doesn't mean things aren't going on in the background. I will report on those as I get them, probably next week, tomorrow, whatever it may be. Anyway, we had a successful launch. There might be a little hiccup. We're all good. Everything's okay. Listen, you like the show? Subscribe, rate, and review. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple. More to launch soon. Thank you for listening. Drink your water. Talk to you tomorrow. Blue Helm.